guys, it's your girl Sarah.
And Maya.
And we're charmed and dangerous.
You know, because we're charming.
And we're dangerous.
Pew pew.
Oh. And in today's episode, we are coming back at y'all with our best partner for insert zodiac sign. And obviously, because it's Cancer season, we are doing Cancer.
Cancers.
Hello, Cancers.
Yes.
Hello, crushes that are loving on Cancer.
Yes.
And are hoping that we pick you. We'll just have to find out. I do want to start saying at the beginning of every video, we try to say it, but sometimes we forget. You have a whole birth chart.
Yes.
Okay, we are talking about the sun signs here a lot of the time. So when we say this, we mean don't get offended. We're just specifically talking about sun signs and, you know, however you want to interpret it, or just energies in general. Like,
yeah.
If we're talking about Cancer, like think about if you have Cancer in your chart or whoever we pick, think about if that person has that specific sign in their chart. So it's just up to you how you want to interpret it. Okay, Miss Maya, let us know who you pick for Cancer as their best match.
Yes. Okay, so I feel like I have to start off by saying that I actually pick Taurus as the best match for Cancer, but we already did a whole ass video on Taurus and Cancer being a match for Taurus season. So Cancer, if you are interested in that, go watch that video. But I'll briefly give you a synopsis of how I feel about it. I feel like you both value family, stability, that home life, and you will provide it for one of each other. Your acts of kindness and love won't go unappreciated because you both really value that. And I feel like Taurus is going to build the home and Cancer is going to fill it with like warmth and the love and the light.
Yeah.
And I just feel like you're both going to challenge each other in the ways that you need to be, but also like in a loving way that you also both want to be challenged. You know? So I think that you guys are a great match in that way, but for this video, I kind of want to focus on Scorpios as another potential match for Cancers. Scorpios, okay. I think that there's a lot of sexual chemistry that can happen here. I think both of these signs are very emotional and intuitive and maybe even a little possessive, and that can lead them to having a very intense connection.
Yes.
You know?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you feel about it, Sarah?
Well, just like Maya said, in that video for Taurus season, we both agreed that it was Cancer.
Yeah, we have a whole 20
so we have,
video.
you know, a
It's
whole
great.
video about that. Go check that out.
We'll link it in the information.
Yeah, but like every sign, I feel like you don't just have that one match. Like you have other matches, and that's who I chose to focus on, and I know you chose to focus on for this video. It's another sign that is great for Cancer in our opinion. So for me, that is Capricorn, you know, your sister sign, Cappy. So that's who I'll be really talking about in this particular video. And honestly, like, one of the big things for me is I'm a big fan of sister sign couples. I feel like your sister sign in the zodiac, I've said it multiple times, is a sign that sits across from you in the zodiac wheel. And for Cancer, that is Capricorn. And I feel like at the end of the day, we always hear opposites attract, and I'm a firm believer in that. I really do think opposites attract, and honestly, it's an opportunity to grow beautifully together. And although we call them opposites, there's a lot of similarities. You know what I mean? Like, Cancer and Capricorn have a lot of similarities. If you really think about it, Cancer's mommy, you know, ruled by the moon, the mom. I even talked about it briefly on our Instagram too. Like, Cancer just loves taking care of their own. And for Capricorn, we call Capricorn, you know, Daddy Saturn. You know, Daddy Saturn. Capricorn brings that, you know, father figure energy where they're holding you accountable and putting you in your place. And to me, those energies go well together, and that's why they're opposites too. They bring a different level of nurture into any sort of family dynamic. So that is ultimately why I pick Capricorn. I feel like Cancer knows how to make the perfect home environment for any home, whereas Capricorn placements know how to take care of the family financially. Yeah. Because if you think about it, Capricorn is all about their career. Like, what is the move? How can I live in a stable environment? Because in order to live in a stable environment, you need to be taking care of your money. You need to be financially ready for that. And Capricorn is all about that money, because to Capricorn, it's not just about career. Career means that you can live your life comfortably in all the different areas. Yeah. And for Cancer, the home life is so important. You know, those fourth house themes. Yeah. So when they meet together, honestly, to me, it feels like the home is everything to them. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I totally agree.
Capricorn's taking care of the home, making sure the bills are paid, making sure everyone's okay and comfortable, and Cancer is there making sure that the home is emotionally at a place where everyone feels safe. You know, it's everyone's safe haven.
Yes,
you
definitely.
know?
And I feel like Cancers, I like this match too, because to me it's an earth and a water sign, and I love earth and water signs together. I feel like reasons that you're listing of like for the Capricorn are the same reasons why I thought Taurus, you know what I mean? And that they bring a certain stability to their life. And like Cancer really craves that. And it does start at the home. And I feel like Capricorns are going to create that solid ground foundation stability for them, where Cancer can be like, okay, well, I can live freely now and I don't have to worry about this. And that's like a great relief for them. And I feel like a Cancer will like give more love to the Capricorn because that's set for them.
For sure. And like, I don't want to make it seem like this is what every Cancer person or parent wants to do, but when I do think of people that are okay with being stay-at-home moms or dads, like I do think of Cancer placements, and I'm not saying if you're a Cancer placement that's the only thing you should want. If you don't want that, you should feel bad. Like that's not what I'm at all saying, but I'm saying what my experiences with Cancer placements, like they do really well staying home and taking care of the kids, taking care of the house. Like
I love that.
You know, the fourth house rules the home environment, so like it is y'all's arena, and you know how to deal with it well and better than a lot of other people. Because I'm telling you, Capricorns can do it too, but the Capricorn's thriving at work. They're good at that. They're not gonna feel accomplished if they're just sitting at home.
But Cancer's like home is their work. I feel like, you know what I mean, and their family, and like that's
why like you can't knock someone that says I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's a real job.
That's a hard.
It's probably harder than a lot of other jobs that people go into the office for at a 9 to 5.
100%. Yes. So I feel like I like Cancer and Scorpio dynamic though, because to me Cancers can be very like explosive. You know what I mean? And usually with like a lot of their emotions, and I think Scorpios, also being a water sign, are going to understand those emotions and will protect that Cancer's energy and kind of step up and be like, no, like you're not gonna fuck with them, like a Cancer really wants and needs, you know? And I think sometimes Cancers may like hide behind their Scorpio, but I like that they have that at least to do. You know what I mean?
No, definitely. I listen, I have had a lot of experiences with Cancers in terms of friendship and like relationship here or there, but more so friendship, and like I see why you picked us, because obviously same element goes well together, but like something about Cancer and Scorpio together to me is like
it can be chaotic.
It can be chaotic, but in the best way, because I feel like Cancer is as fucking crazy as we are. You know what I mean? And when I see Cancer being so emotionally vulnerable and open, and not just open with their close friends and family, open to everyone. Like Cancer will literally just open up to a random stranger on the street, and I'm just like, oh my god, like you're so good at expressing yourself, and like I kind of envy that. Like I wish that I could put my business out there, no shade, so people can see where I'm coming from and why I am the way I am. You know, because like a Cancer reacts to things and people are like, oh well, that's just them, like that's how they do it, like that's how they express their energy. But I feel like if I pop off, they're like, oh my god, you usually have it together, like what's wrong with you? You know? So like sometimes I wish I can be as emotionally vulnerable as Cancer is when it comes to like just expressing themselves. And that's why I see Cancer and Scorpio always, they are a good match, because they don't judge each other, because they see where the other is coming from, and it's never too deep with either of them. Like you can't use the excuse, oh like you're thinking too much into it, because both of you are doing that. And you truly understand where the other is coming from, because you guys dissect emotional issues the same way.
100%. I feel like they're a really great yin yang like water combo to me.
Well, when you guys aren't being a problematic ass mess, okay? Because that's why I didn't pick us, because I know everybody roots for Cancer and Scorpio together, and listen, I used to as well. I
really like it for friendships. Like platonically, I think it's really, really great. I think it can happen for emotional relationships too, but you have to be careful, because both of y'all can manipulate the fuck out of each other.
I mean, if you haven't watched some of my other videos, I've talked about, you know, me and one particular Cancer ex-best friend. Like it was really, really hard, because I didn't know where that line was crossed between, are we just really like hurt and emotional, or are we just trying to hurt each other to get what we want? And like that's what I ultimately feel is the hardest thing about Cancer and Scorpio relationships, is like are we being vulnerable? Actually, a lot of water sign relationships, I will add Pisces to the mix too, is that are we really being so vulnerable and telling each other how we feel, or are we using that vulnerability and those emotions to manipulate one another to get what we want?
Yeah.
I do want to say I also picked Capricorn because I feel like they're two cardinal signs, and I feel like they work well together because they like to move forward, as a lot of cardinal signs do, and I feel like neither of them really gives up. And I'm using Cancer and Capricorn as an example and not Aries and Libra, because I feel like Cancer and Capricorn do want that stable relationship more than Libra and Aries do. Yes, Libra is ruled by the 7th house of relationships, and like, yes, they want relationships, but do they really thrive in relationship? Or no,
they don't have the loyalty to keep.
That's messed up. That's messed up to say, do they thrive? Yes, you guys can thrive, but I'm saying, is stability something that you're looking for? You or Aries, Libra, you're not. And I feel like Cancer and Capricorn do want that stability. That's why as cardinal signs, I enjoy them together. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why they would work well together, because I feel like they like to move forward. Like, what are the next steps? How can we push forward? You know? And that's what
And they're ready to do it together.
Exactly.
You know? And I feel like they also have a good yin-yang balance of like, okay, well, this is what you can provide and this is what I can provide. And they both like understand that the other one maybe doesn't have these other aspects, and that's why I value you.
Exactly. Because I feel like a lot of times we can say that like Capricorn is someone that doesn't really want help from other people, but I honestly think Capricorn, in terms of emotional issues, you will appreciate how Cancer is able to express themselves with you, and you might kind of figure out that that's not something that you're good at. You're not good at expressing your emotions, because you know, you have Saturn on your ass, like repressing you, telling you like, are you sure, like, do you really want to say that? With Cancer's energy around you, you can't help but have to express that, because Cancer's gonna be like, Cancer's gonna hold you accountable, and they're gonna be like, well, how do you feel? How do you feel? Like, you know what I mean?
I know, for sure.
They're not gonna just let it go. Like, they're gonna,
you can't sweep it under the rug.
they're gonna keep pestering you about it. And I feel like I said, Capricorn, you're holding Cancer accountable for their little turbulent moments, but Cancer's also holding you accountable, because yes, Zaddy, you have the financials, like you're keeping this house in check, but also like, how do you feel? Are you okay? Like, you've been really stressed out at work, like, can we talk about it? Like, are you good?
Are you eating?
Cancer's gonna do that for you. Yes.
You know? Okay, so where I do see trouble, I mean, there could be lots of trouble amongst the Cancer and Scorpio, but where I really see trouble is personally the Scorpio maybe being too dominating or pushy of the Cancer during certain things, like whatever it may be. I can just see that happening in general. And also I feel like in water and water relationships, like they can become very codependent or very like parent, like child, like, you know what I mean? And it's too sappy lovey, and it's only baby names and baby talk, and like that's not healthy all the time, you know what I mean? I really encourage the Cancer and the Scorpio to have their own hobbies and their friends, so you know, like you even value that special time even more. But I think like if they get too deep in their feelings, like it can just be a recipe for disaster. And then you'll get explosive because both of you won't be happy anymore. And I'm afraid of that tsunami when you kind of haven't talked about things for a while.
I completely agree. I feel like Cancer and Scorpio are beautiful together, but also they get a little insecure when they see the other making these connections with other people. And like we talked about multiple times, like I feel like water signs in general, we can be very emotionally manipulative, and Cancer and Scorpio, sometimes they like to hit under the belt. I feel like Cancer a little bit more. That's when we come at each other's necks, and that's when we start saying things that you can never take back. You know?
And it really hurts the other one, because I feel like you said it's like low blows to each other, and you know each other deeper, I think, than other people do. Like I always feel like a Cancer and a Scorpio, like they notice each other in the room, you know what I mean? There's like this unspoken like thing between you guys.
I feel like we like to see each other when we're interacting with other people, but we like to kind of mess with each other in the sense that we like, well, I know you and I know you. You know what I mean? Kind of like tossing it in each other's face that at any point I can fuck with you and I can end you, so be careful. And that to me is very manipulative. It's like, be careful how you act, because I can put you on the spot and embarrass you, which can be really hurtful for both of you.
Yeah. I also want to say, I feel like both of them can be the jealous type, so don't cheat.
Yeah.
Because they're also revenge seekers.
Oh, yeah.
So both of them will come for you.
Okay, so one of my last points for Capricorn and Cancer in a relationship is I feel like Capricorn does a great job at keeping everyone around them accountable, and not just at work, obviously at work, but also family matters and like their romantic relationships and even friendships. And I feel like Cancer needs to be held accountable. Like we said in our last video, which is 5 to 6 reasons why we love Cancer. Cancer likes to throw bitch fits and tantrums to get what they want. And if they are always willing to throw these tantrums because they know they'll get things their way, that power dynamic in any relationship will be really, really, really difficult to overcome. You know what I mean? Because Cancer is always throwing these tantrums and they're always getting their way. So their partner's always going to feel like they can't get what they want and the relationship is not balanced. Whereas I feel like with Capricorn in the picture, Capricorn will keep you accountable, Cancer, okay? They'll let you know that what you're doing is not okay and that you can't just get away with acting rude to get what you want, or, you know, being very emotionally manipulative.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just not gonna fly with them. They're like, this.
They don't have time for it.
Well, they're not like emotionally driven like that for the most part, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, logically, this doesn't make sense for me. So like, you can throw your bitch fit, but like,
I'm over it.
Are you done now?
Yeah. Because for me, Capricorn, everything that has to do with Capricorn has to do with time for me. And like, you know, Saturn rules over Capricorn. It's one of their ruling planets. And what is Saturn? Saturn is the planet of lessons and also like time too, you know what I mean? Because lessons take time. And I feel like Capricorn does not have time for your bullshit, Cancer. They just don't have time for it. They just don't.
Yeah, they're not here for it.
And then my last point is in terms of sex. I do really want to say, when I think of Capricorn and Cancer together in a sexual relationship, I feel like Capricorn's zaddy energy will be good for you, Cancer, because I know for a fact you Cancers have a kink for being dominated in the bedroom.
Oh.
I know you do. Don't even lie to me. Don't even lie.
You like it.
Well,
you know? You're the boss at home, but you know, you want to be right too. We see you. All in all, like I said, I think Taurus really is the best match for Cancer, but also Scorpio is a great option. I feel like Sarah also convinced me that Capricorn's a really great option. So Cancer, you've got options for love.
Yes, I do with Scorpio too. I just, you know.
You know, she won't, but you know, like you know, people should explore it.
I mean, who doesn't love Scorpio?
Right, everybody loves little Scorpio. Let's be real, let's be real. Alright y'all, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Cancer's Best Love Match. We hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below with who you think Cancer's best love match is. Okay?
Or if you agree with ours.
Yeah, or if you agree with ours, why or why not, let us know. Okay, we're gonna link our socials up here. We post every Monday and Thursday, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.